very upset with you. And you would know that I'm upset with you by my face, but if you close your eyes and I go, I'm very upset with you, you'd be like, yeah, sure, right. You don't sound all that upset, right? So you have to make it more, I'm very upset with you. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to bite the words a little bit more, or you have to channel through the voice. And that was something that was tricky to learn. But more than that was learning to do it within a very, very strict movement of mouth flaps. Because you guys, we don't change any mouth movements. We don't like add a frame here or lengthen this because to make it match. We get the finished animation and we have to match it. So it's not enough to give a good performance. That's not enough. It has to be a good performance and it has to match the mouth movements. So that's tricky. That's where the trickiness comes in. Combining those two is tricky. Yes?
Well, first of all, I gotta congratulate you on winning the American Anime Award.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, and you know what? I want to thank you guys. Any of you that voted, thank you. Thank you.
But I got to talk to you. Air's like my number one all-time favorite anime, and the one you did, you can just.
Oh my gosh, Air, yes, I know.
I gotta ask you, you reading through this, watching through it, how did you go in that book without losing it?
Well, you see, we didn't. I didn't watch it all through ahead of time. So I'm going along just like everyone else is, and the story's kind of revealing itself to me just as it is to you.
I wonder if they're watching Dragon Ball Z.
Show you King Kong next door. Pardon? Oh, really?
I can hear the music.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't know what was going to happen in Air. So I was excited to see how it was going to unfold. And at Thanksgiving, you guys, I went out to Los Angeles to spend Thanksgiving with Michelle. And I took volumes 2, 3, and 4 and the movie of Air. And after we had all of our turkey and all that stuff, we literally plopped down in front of the television and watched it. And it was, we were both just sobbing at the end. It was a great show. Yeah, the movie's awesome. The movie kind of recaps everything, but it changes a little bit. You'd love it. Yes?
If you were a plush toy, which plush toy would you be? And what would you do as a plush toy?
If I were a plush toy, which would I be, and what would I do as a plush toy? Well, you know what? As crazy as it may sound, how many Reasonable Rangers in the room? Okay, the Rangers may or may not know this, but there's a ranger who has started making plushies of me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of scary. It's a huge compliment. It's an honor, but it's really funny, to see this little plushie toy, bushy blonde hair, and he has this cool little T-shirt on, and he's wearing jeans that have the characters on them, like some of I have a couple of those jeans, and he's really adorable. So I would be him. Yes. And what would I do? I would cuddle up close to girls. Because plushies can get away with that. You know what I'm saying? My favorite goal.
You mentioned that before you started FMA, you watched a bunch of episodes, and then Air you did.
Right.
How do you do that? Do you watch it a lot?
No, as a matter of fact, Full Metal Alchemist is the only show that I've ever done that I watched much of the series before I recorded it. Pretty much every other show I've ever done, and there are a lot of them, I knew nothing about the show. Didn't watch it, knew nothing about it until we started recording. And and I stopped myself. Many of you may know this. There are 51 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. I stopped myself from watching it at episode 48. Those of you that know what happens in 49, 50, and 51 know that was like the perfect place to stop, because then all hell breaks loose. And you had when we got to recording it, and I hadn't seen it, and I had no idea how the show was going to end, I was like beside myself when I was recording it. It was freaking me out. I was just so into it, because I didn't know what was going to happen, just like Ed didn't know what was going to happen. So there was an element of honesty there that was captured. That, if you know what's going to happen, then you can act, but but if you really don't know what's going to happen, there's this kind of a special sincerity that comes through. And like I'd start bawling, I'd start crying about something, and the director's like, "Do you want to take 5 minutes?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to take 5 minutes. Go now. I mean, let's get this. You know what I'm saying? Let's record this while I'm still like in the moment of it and feeling it." So, Full Metal was the only show that I ever watched in advance. Yes.
If you were stuck in a room with real life versions of the characters you did, what would like go on? What would happen?
Well, I think I would try to console Ed that he's not really that short. I would give him a little boost. I know. And if I were Dark, I would ask him if I could borrow his cool hair and his cool wings. And I never really thought about that. I basically sit back and watch them go at it. They probably have a good time together. Yes, Cobra.
Right before my question, I have a quick announcement. I have a ranger sign, so any rangers in here, come to me after so you can sign
Oh,
it.
Risical Rangers, make sure you sign her sign.
After the day, come and sign it.
Sign my sign. And if you're not a ranger,
Sign
we
it
want
anyway.
you. No, do you have any cards? Anybody have any cards? You guys, the greatest fan group in the world, the Risical Rangers,
Join
started
now.
about 2 years ago, and today we have over 6,000 members worldwide. And it's so cool because you go to a convention and you have like family there that you've never met, and all these people come together. Exactly, just like that. And we have a chat room and forums and a store and art galleries and all kinds of cool stuff. So let me please invite you personally to join us. It doesn't cost anything, and you instantly have a family of 6,000 plus. RisenBullRangers.com.
Okay, now my question.
Yes.
And I know your voice is kind of sore, but I know I'm not singing the voice.
Yeah.
If you could audition for American Idol, what song would you sing?
If I could audition for American Idol, what song?
If you can. Yeah, but he's American. I'll try if you
I would get up there and I would ask Simon and Randy and Paula to close their eyes. And I would go, "How can I repay you, brother mine? How can I expect you to forgive?"
Unfortunately, couldn't make it today.
Huh?
Like I was in the hospital. We wanted you to say hello to them.
Absolutely. So how should we do that?
Just basically go camera.
Oh, is this yours?
No, probably end up on the internet. Yeah.
Who should I say hello?
Here, sing it to mine. I'll put it on
What's his
YouTube for
name?
you.
William? Yeah, William. How you doing, buddy? You hanging in? I miss you. Everybody say hi to William. Hi! That's for you. You. You're good. You're good, you. You're good. We hope you come. Maybe we'll be here for the expo next year. So you come and say hello then, right? Yeah. Listen. Uh-oh. Okay. It looks like it's a hard one. Is it hard for you to ask this question? Boxer brief or thong?
that option.
I want you to know, nobody's ever even added thongs to that. Boxers or briefs is about all I've ever heard. I'm a brief guy. I don't like boxers because they bunch up when you put your pants on, right?
They get boxers.
That's stupid. Okay, who's not asked a question? I don't want to miss anybody. What are you?
I'm asking questions.
Okay, did you come up with the lucky dance?
Yes, I did. Yes. When I went to do Ikaku for Bleach, you guys don't know this, but when you look at a script for these animes, I mean, everything is scripted out. Little reactions, everything that the character does. And so it got